Colorado State Patrol says crashes involving commercial trucks is becoming a big concern. So far this year, in the first 6 months, there's been almost 1,200 commercial motor vehicle related crashes. Just last year, around the same time period, there had been almost 1,300 crashes. Your First Alert Traffic Tracker reporter Brian Shaw joining us live right now from CSP headquarters in Golden. And Brian, CSP says both the drivers and the CMV operators are to blame for this very dangerous trend.
And that's exactly right, Brian. For the three big things, distracted driving, speeding, and also just switching in and out of the lanes way too quickly. They also tell me that I-70 is the worst area when it comes to these commercial-related crashes, just due to just the changes around the highway. They say if you're in the high country, it all has to do with weather. But if you're closer to the Denver metro area, it's a mix between flatland and some areas that are hilly. Now, when I spoke with Colorado State Patrol, they say 60% of non-fatal crashes are usually the commercial operator's fault. This driver needs to get more adequate sleep and remember not to drive more than 11 hours without at least 10 hours off. However, 66% of fatal crashes involves a regular driver being at fault. A fourth of that 66% of fatal crashes is caused by impairment. It also comes from drivers cutting off commercial vehicles and driving in their blind spots. CSP says regardless of the driver, space between vehicles can prevent all of these crashes.
But now a vehicle then that cuts in front of a truck, speeds up, cuts in front of that truck, just doesn't give enough distance. If all of a sudden traffic comes to a stop after that vehicle's cut the truck off, it may be just a matter the truck does not have the time or the distance to be able to stop before it collides with the back of the truck.
Now, so far this year, CSP also says there's a 6.5% decrease when it comes to these commercial vehicle crashes. But the biggest thing they say is this number should be zero because these are all preventable. One last thing to add, Brian, since the beginning of the summer, since covering traffic in the mornings, I've had at least one semi crash per day just throughout the week. It just seems to happen a lot during this time period. Now, live in Golden, Brian Shaw covering Colorado First.
Yeah, I've seen that as well when you do your reports. All right, Brian, thank you so much.